I'm Sonya.
I'm Kate.
And I'm Ebong.
And today we're dishing with you from Kellari, located at 1700 K Street Northwest. And I love it here. It's very
Greek.
It's very, yeah, and there's a little section that you can't see, but right behind us is a whole little sort of like market section that I like. I'm going to check that out later.
Pay out our own fish.
And our guest today is Jimmy Lange, who was a WBC junior middleweight continental champion. So tell us about the atmosphere at a particular fight that you'd have here.
You know, what's it like to fight in DC? Yeah.
You know, I've really come to enjoy fighting here. This is my hometown. Bringing boxing to Virginia, the fans are crazy. You know, we get 5,000-6,000 people out. We're going at the Patriot Center is where we've gone. We've kind of graduated to a bigger venue, and it's just very electrifying.
Have you fought here in this area before?
I've fought probably 10, 15 times in the area. Convention Center of the Armory, Constitution Hall.
Okay, you don't really look like a boxer. Can I say
it's
that?
It's because he doesn't have his shirt
thing?
off. That's
maybe
what.
Maybe because you don't have your shirt off, but also you don't have any cuts. You have such a pretty face. I mean, how do you keep people from hitting you?
Is that what your mom
face?
says to you? Don't
move
fight.
your head. You try not to get hit. That's why Ali was so pretty, because he moved. You know.
So do you have a signature move?
So you're saying I'm pretty?
Yeah, I think you're pretty.
Ooh, I feel a spark here. I'm just saying.
I'll talk to you after the.
Nice. Do you have a signature move like Ali speaking of? Like, do you have like a thing, a shuffle, or you just hit him when it counts?
No, you know, signature moves are a little hard to come by in boxing. You know, I'm just a big. I fight when the other guy wants to move, and I move when the other guy wants to fight. You know, I kind of try to impose myself on him.
When did you realize that you were a fighter? And maybe a lover, I'm not sure, but just for this interview, a fighter.
I'm both. It depends on what time it is. When I really figured out I wanted to be a boxer, we were at the Kennedy Center, and it was an AIDS benefit, okay? That's what friends are for. It had Elton John, Gladys Knight, Dionne Warwick, Stevie Wonder. One boxer.
Okay.
Sugar Ray Leonard.
Oh, okay.
And the way they fly, there was tons of stars there, okay? And the way they flocked to Sugar Ray Leonard. Sugar Ray Leonard was an award presenter or something like that. And then they all came on at the end to sing That's What Friends Are For. And they all flocked towards him. It was almost like all these superstars were celebrities. I mean, were little kids going after this fighter. I said, I want to be treated like that. You know?
And how old were you when that happened?
I was probably 8, something like that.
And when did you get into the ring to start training?
I was about 9 or 10.
So really soon after.
So you're preparing for this big fight you were telling us about at the Patriot Center coming up on March 6th, and she said, when do you get into the ring? But you don't prepare here in DC. You go away for that. Why don't you prepare in DC?
Because that's where my team is. You know, I have trainers that I think for me are the best in the world. You know, they fit. It has to be chemistry.
And you can't bring them here. You can't bring the best trainers in the world.
No, you don't want to be around here. You know, DC really, I mean, as you know, is so great, and that there's so many distractions. You know, you can't have the kids and the wife, and not that I'm married. The kids.
I got a handhold there.
The kids and the wife and the everyday life get in your way. I mean, everything has to be zoned in on boxing when you're training,
including your hair.
Have to get away.
Now tell us about that. I want to know about this because we're both on the haircut thing. So tell us your hairstyle and how it may change.
I apologize for my shaggy.
Yeah, God, it's like a hippie
here.
sitting at this table. Just
because I usually don't cut my hair this far out from a fight. I wait and it grows, obviously.
Is it a ritual?
Good luck charm?
Yeah.
No. It's just I'm very superstitious about everything. You know,
Okay.
Everything. You know.
Much like a baseball player.
Very much like.
What
a
other
baseball
superstitions do you have as you prepare for your fight?
Just routine.
Do you have to wear the same socks every day? You know.
No. It's just the routine of everything. You know the order of things.
Okay.
You know, very boring stuff, and tedious, but.
But to you, it puts you in the zone.
The routine. Yeah.
So if we brought out some scissors and we just cut it here right now, that would totally throw you off.
Oh, he'd knock you
He'd have to
out.
fight us.
I'm not joking.
He would have to immediately fight us.
Don't worry,
you
we won't
too.
do it.
It just wouldn't look. It wouldn't look very good for the next month or so because I wouldn't mess with it after you cut it.
Okay, all
One big
right.
Have a
patch.
big patch. Yeah.
So what are some of the other routine things that you always do? You always wear the same. I think you were telling us you always try to wear the same kind of clothes. You have a sponsor that sponsors you.
Yeah, I wear the same brand of robe. I have a different robe every fight with a different message on it that I never see until I put it on.
Who makes
It's
up these messages?
My father makes it.
nice.
Is he part of your team?
No, it's not a message like, "Hey, do good." It's a message, like
World peace.
a very close friend of mine passed away on my last fight, and I had a tribute to him. Things like
okay.
that. And just things like that.
So what is your record? You said you have a robe for each fight, and from what we heard earlier, your record is
32, 3, and 2.
wow. So those are a lot of
Yeah,
robes.
with 21 knockouts.
That's 32 wins.
32 wins, 3 losses, and 2 draws.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a lot of robes.
Yeah.
So
But
what do you do with them? Yeah, exactly.
I give them away. I keep them.
Auction them off.
Auction them off for charity.
We
eBay.
have, yeah, we did. We that when we fought at the Constitution Hall, we did for Make a Wish. Just
Now, some
I
of
don't
our
have a specific
viewers
thing.
may be looking at you thinking, I have seen that guy before. Where have I seen that guy? And then they go, oh,
Cops.
no, the Contender. When I was watching The
yeah.
Contender. What was that like?
It was pretty like Twilight Zone-ish,
You were just a
we were
bunch
living
of
with,
boxers.
with my hero Ray Leonard and Sylvester Stallone, and you would have we shot it in Hollywood. You would have celebrities come in and you talk to them. We were the celebrities, they'd come in to see us. And I was standing there after a fight one time and I get a tap on my shoulder and it's Mel Gibson. He says, "Hey, Jackie says you got twins." I said, "I have twins too." He says, "Sign this to him." So I'm like, "Oh, okay,
Wow.
well, while you're at it, will you sign this
Yeah,
to me?"
right.
We just almost just crazy stuff,
Well, what did
It
you
was
think
a
about the
lot
outcome of
fun.
that show?
A lot of fun. I think it was great. It was not realistic. It was a reality show that was not realistic, but I wouldn't trade it.
Would you say that it elevated, it helped contribute
Absolutely.
to boxing and
Absolutely.
elevating the status
It
of
helped boxing.
suffering?
It really helped me. I won fan favorite. I went from fighting in smaller arenas to bigger arenas. It was a big shot in the arm for me.
Which increases your purse, which leads to other
Absolutely.
opportunities.
Absolutely.
Well, we're looking forward to the event at the Patriot
So
Center
you
on
guys
March
better-
6th.
You guys better be there.
We're going to come, we're going to cheer for you. And I have, just lastly, right before we finish, I got to ask, I've always wanted to ask a boxer this. Are you a boxer or a brief man?
Does it? I thought you were going to ask me the worst question in the world, which is, does it hurt to get hit?
Oh, well, that's
Well, that's sort of like a duh, right?
I'm
Is
a
that-
brief, yeah, it
Yeah,
is.
yes,
is.
it does.
It is. Depending on what mood I am, that's how sarcastic I'll be.
Well, you can leave them wondering
I'm a
and you can
briefs.
tell us
I'm a
later.
briefs man.
Oh.
The boxer is a briefs man. Thanks for watching this episode of The District Dish. Tell us what you think about this and all of the other topics that we talk about, and make sure to suggest your own friends or family or people that you think we should have here on The Dish as our Facebook fan at The District Dish. Come back next time.